Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. My name is Louise Colln.
And I'm David M. Harris. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. We start today with one of my letter poems, Consolidated T Company Incorporated. Dear Sir or Madam, my father drank sweet touchney pots each day, and probably his father too. I get the bags for travel, but at home I drink the fancy stuff. My mother's parents drank yours too, and Grandma had the tin with all her basic sewing kit inside, as did my mother and her sisters and all Jews, all Ashkenazi women that I knew. Collector's items now. My own small sewing kit is wood from Harrods, labeled as Assam, not quite the same as what my mother used, not red and gold, but still a box for tea. By clipper ship or caravan, great chests once carried tea to all the world and passed through history and smaller chests until the favored one of metal, red and gold, Svetuchnia, it said, Sweetuchny tea. That miniature chest was passed along, a keepsake and a useful box for pins or buttons, cufflinks, or loose change. We found our reasons not to toss it out, to keep that tie to family and back to Ashkenaz. We filled that little box with memories, with tokens of our lives. I understand that tins are costly now, and cardboard cheaper, easier to print and store. Nice tins are signs of fancy tea, and you don't even sell the loose tea now. But now we seek them out on eBay or in antique stores. Could I suggest a line of souvenirs? Objets for those of us who'd like to keep some notions of our past.
A little girl is running in the rain. This is by me, Louise Collin. A little girl is running in the rain, a moving form alone in a wide field of close-cut grass, her baby awkward legs flaying outward, barefoot soles kicking up. Not running from the rain, her hands stretch out to catch it. She is running to something, someone, somewhere, perhaps to life.
Another of my letter poems, Teresa Peppard. Dear Teresa, when you and Martin sometimes couldn't make it, the Tai Chi class followed me through what we knew of the form, followed and complained I went too slow, dragging through transitions. Crane spreads wings to needle at the bottom of the sea. At home I aimed for slower and slower. I tell myself someday the 40-minute long form, someday the moving meditation, unbroken by the everyday. But sometimes still, I catch myself accelerating through the second section, twisting around the corners in the MG. I expedite the straightaways. Still impatient at stoplights, even on foot, my New York self chafes at Tennessee's lethargic step. But amblers drive too, where King Richard means petty. Craig Breedlove, jet-propelled, haunts the nation's back roads and interstate landing strips. Faster internet, 10-second ads, television remote castanets. Breathe. Long inhale, slow exhale. Repeat until the blood pressure finds normal. Remember what you taught me. Ward off left. Ward off right. Grasp the bird's tail. Release the urge to plummet into the future.
The Year I Was 20 by Susie Margaret Ross, from her new book, Separate Caves for Sleep. You gave me roses, a blue silk dress, and 2,000 stars.
Hound Sense by S.R. Lee. Intent on movement, the man crosses fields, climbs trails upon the hill, frustrating the hound, who whose greater awe for God's detail, nose to ground, smells truths ignored in human schemes. Now in a wide, empty field, the man once more takes wind, cold, motion as central facts, until he sits with colored pens to render how the short grass pales in cold. His eyes, attentive now, see truth in colored forms. The grass is not a simple shade of beige. The undergreen extrudes. Pale yellow stubble shines in foreground rich, a darker shade of green or brown, or both quite intermingle. Pen strokes, overlay, seek nuance, multifarious interplay of twig and clod, of hump or wash, minor shades, unexpected slopes, proportions, thrusts, which smooth and pale in distance as a blur. Hound waits. His truth is not on paper.
Numinous, a word. This is by me. It is a light-giving word, a point shimmering through trees, slanting from a lighthouse over sail-lined ships, glistening in a morning sunrise, glowing under the shadows of a midnight moon, a lamp in a curtained window, floating angels with amber-colored eyes. A remembering word, soft seacoast sand against your feet, brown seed in an old mason jar, a look between strangers, first bare feet on grass in the spring, applewood in a fireplace, the shape of a tender leaf, a silky soft cover on a sultry night. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.